Janmashtami. A long time ago in Mathura, there was a king named Kans who was infamous for his greed and unfair rule. After the marriage of his sister Devki to Vasudev, a prophetic voice from above announced, Kans, your tyranny is going to come to an end. The eighth son, born to Devki and Vasudev, will kill you. This enraged Kans and he imprisoned the newlyweds. Kans went on to kill 7 of Devki's children. When she gave birth to her 8th child, the prophetic voice returned and said, Take the child across the river Yamuna to Gokul and exchange him with your friends Nand and Yashoda's newly born daughter. Vasudev looked down. To realize his hands had been unchained, he quickly picked up his child and put him in a basket, arriving at the gate to find them open on their own and the guards asleep. As he crossed the stormy river, the basket upon his head, the water never rose above his shoulders. When he struggled, a 10-headed snake appeared to protect the child from the pouring rain. Vasudev by now had realized that his child was a divine being. At Nan's house, Vasudev switched the children and returned to the prison. When Kans arrived and tried to harm the child, it took the form of goddess Durga and said, The 8th child who is going to end your reign of terror has been born and will fulfill his prophecy. The child Krishna was raised by Yashoda and went on to kill Kans. And so, every year we celebrate the birth of Krishna, also known as Janmashtami across India. Jalebi Street.
Okay, so based on this video, so can someone tell me what do you understand about Krishna Janmashtami? Okay, Omrat. So, what do you know about Krishna Janmashtami? We just had a quick video as well, and based on your prior knowledge plus what you know about it.
Krishna was the eighth son of and like he was destined to kill Kongs, so Kongs was killing every child of them, and suddenly a voice appears from the sky telling them to exchange Krishna for his friend's daughter, and he does so. And while in the process, it was raining, and the snakes protects Krishna from rain and helps him to send Krishna to that place. And again, his friend daughter turns into Durga and tells him that his reason of terror is over and Krishna is going to fulfill his prophecy.
Based on the video, so you just summarized. Is there anything that others want to add in this, like what he missed out? Some of the things that he have missed out. If you think you can add based on what he has told as well, based on what the video was there. Okay, any other like stories that you have your version about Krishna Janmashtami? So it's normally it's of Janmashtami. What does that mean? It's about the birth uh, day, right? So it's a day when Lord Krishna was born. So it's a simple meaning, but however, we just watched a video so that you would be recalling every year, so that you would be understanding what is that exactly also. Okay, and we're not going to take so much time in this topic itself. So I just wanted you to recall this itself. So what is it and what day is it, so that we have at least some type of remembrance for that day. uh, if not, like, why should we take a holiday, right, when we are not even celebrating anything? Then why just sit at home? So at least we need to know what is that about. So we came to just know a little bit about it. I think you have been knowing in the past years as well. Okay, Prasiddha, Mallika, Sudin, please turn on your camera. So please do not wait for the teacher to be reminding you every time to be turning on the camera. Okay, and I will not be stopping in any most of the like activities when it's going on, like video or any other things. I might not be interfering in the middle. Okay, please turn it on. Okay, so another thing. So after this, what I want to tell is like today, there's little change in the schedule, which has been informed to you. Okay, earlier saying that on Tuesday we will have social studies class. Okay, so you remember I told on Tuesday we will have social studies for that awareness campaign on drug abuse. Not awareness campaign directly, it's about the resource person based on drug abuse. So today we will have the subject of OBT, just to balance that. Is that clear? So please take your OBT out. In spite of that, also we had to just we had to know about Krishna Janmashtami also, because being a social studies teacher also, you need to know about the festivals. Okay, maybe most of the festivals relating to Nepal could be even not only by social studies, it could be even done by its little bit with Nepali as well. Okay, now please take your OBT book out for today. And tomorrow, I told you, we will be having social studies for resource person based on drug abuse, because that was the preferred timing, and we just felt it's fine to change with our class. Okay, so a quick recall and quick revision based on our last assignment. So our last assignment was based on what is foreign employment. Okay, so you had to define foreign employment, and you have already understood that. In spite of that, I just want someone to tell your answer. Okay, I'll pick up someone randomly. Okay, please, Deepzal, please turn on the camera. Prasiddha, what happened? Prasiddha, your camera,
Sir,
your camera, and Deepzal as well. Please do not turn it off. Okay, that's what we have been always telling. Okay, okay, let me pick up someone randomly. Okay, Naman, can you share your answer based on what is foreign employment? The last class assignment. What is foreign employment, Naman? You are muted. Quick, 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 quick. You know the deadline of that assignment was just 1 day. Normally, once the assignment is kept, it's just kept for 1 day.
sir, define foreign employment.
Yeah, that's what I told. Please do it quickly. Like we,
Foreign employment is one of the debatable issue. Sir, I have written wrong answer.
you already know it's wrong answer. Then you should have changed it, no, before this. Because once you saw, if you've identified it's wrong. Okay. I don't. There is too much in out by few of them. Is it because of Krishna Janmashtami thing? Some of them had written me saying they are moving out of home, so they won't be able to attend. Not the all of them. One of them. I will not say the exact person. Okay. If they're like itself busy with maybe is it because of confusion of the holiday, or is it because like they had planned for some celebration? Okay, I didn't ask. It was written just right now. Okay, Nirvik.
Yes, sir.
So I already told you your deadline of the assignment is normally written within 1 day. So like let's say we had a class itself on Thursday, means by Friday it should be finished. And if you're sick on Sunday, then that should not be a problem because the deadline was itself before for that sort assignment. So you don't try to wait for last hour also. Okay, leave it with Nirvik
Okay, sir.
because I already told to some extent. Okay, Janice, can you define foreign employment quickly? Quick, quick, quick. Janice, quickly, quickly. Just read out the answer. If you cannot tell in your own notes, at least read out the answer. We cannot hear you any. We cannot hear anything, Janice. Okay. So next one, Git. Git. Okay, the whoever I picked up today, those people the assignments are also like some of them have not done. Okay, not all of them. Few of them had not done. Okay, let me pick up directly. Revan, easy here because once I see the name, then sometimes the people have to accidentally move out. Revan is not here. Grivani.
Going abroad for employment is called foreign employment.
Okay, so is that much answer enough?
No, sir.
At least think of one to
Sir,
two
you
sentences, okay?
elaborate.
Okay, it's okay now, all of you. So you can see that question is on page number like itself in the book, and I told you normally try to practice from the perspective of 5 marks. But since that question had two parts, what is foreign employment and this other part, then at least think it might come at least in 1 or 2 marks at least. If not, try to think maybe 2 marks, then just at least write from the perspective of 2 marks for now itself. Okay, sometimes maybe definition 1 marks also, but if you're lucky, if it just comes in 1 marks, you can just write the third definition of one sentence. If not, try to write another, maybe just define that a little more as well. Okay, so that's it. Now let's continue with the next topic. So after foreign employment, we know what is foreign employment. So today we're going to just understand about the foreign employment opportunities and challenges. Please refer to your book, page number 42. So foreign employment. So what do we understand by this now? Foreign employment opportunities and challenges. Some of you had even written about opportunities and challenges, maybe itself in what do you see, what do you think, what do you feel and wonder. Okay, so some of you like you were wondering about these things either from one of the section itself. Okay, what is the difficulty that they have to face when they go out of the country? All these various questions have been there. So based on all this, most probably a few of this like based on all that, these things are going to solve our query itself, what you had tried to inquire. So foreign employment opportunities. So what are the opportunities and what are the challenges? So what it's trying to say, what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? You can take it that way also. Opportunities are like the challenges, opportunities are like the advantage, and challenges are like the disadvantage. So that's how you can also think. Or opportunities are like the merits and challenges are itself like the to some extent demerits. Is that clear? So what could, so before we begin, just one or two of you, okay, just don't read directly from the book there, just some brainstorming, okay, just to see your thinking skills. So what do you think are the opportunities? Okay, I'll pick up randomly. Everyone, please think about that. I'll pick up one or two of you randomly among this. What are the opportunities that you think? And do not read from the book at all right now. Okay, don't see the book at all. Just be honest. See what comes to your mind. Because based on the whole, we had already done some writing activity. Now I just want only one person to explain. Okay, Prasiddha, can you tell me, Prasiddha, your camera is not on. So if your cameras or anything are not on, that's the person whom I have to often pick up, okay? Others, I can see that they are paying attention. I can see their eyes. If I can't see you, then that's how I have to pick up by calling time and again, if the camera is off. Okay, Prasiddha. Okay, I have to remove from the meeting, okay? And that will be marked absent. We don't want to, I don't want to just mark present just by coming in. Okay. So please don't just log in and just show your presence that way, okay? That is not good. If it's caught by management, that's even more serious to the teacher. That teacher is not aware who's doing what there. Okay, now, next to them, can you tell like what do you think are the opportunities? We just want to summarize this thing very quickly. I told you maximum 10 to 20 minutes is the average planning for the lesson. Other time just goes because of sometimes feedback. We cannot extend too much than that. So then, Just think, okay, rather than listening too much, you have to think and speak out. You have to speak up also, okay. What do you think are the advantages of foreign employment? What do you think are the advantages of foreign employment? Sudhin, can you please speak?
Yes, sir.
Please participate. Please tell what do you understand by foreign employment? No, no, I mean to say, what are the advantages of foreign employment? What are the opportunities?
The advantages are, if we do foreign employment, we get the green card of other country.
Okay. So if we do foreign employment, then we get green card. So you're planning to go to US to get some, you get green card. Is it green card for all the countries? Okay, just research about that. Okay, I know you guys can do research. There's Google. You don't even have to wait for teacher. Okay, teacher is just like a guide and facilitator. So it's different. So because of foreign employment, so you get green card that has a number of years. After a certain number of years, then only you are eligible to apply for the PR. Okay, whether it be Australia, whether it be Canada. For Canada, you can apply itself from Nepal. For foreign employment, that's a different PR. Okay, okay, you don't have to reach to PR level to just see that is a foreign employment. You don't have PR, but you just have a general working visa. That is itself a foreign employment. Okay, but if you don't have a visa, anything, and you go, then that's illegal. So if you have a visa, working visa, okay, not student visa. Student visa is to study. Okay, although for student visa, just to make sure they can meet up with the expenses, they are allowed to work certain hours in a week legally. 20 hours, okay, maybe US, maybe Australia, more than that if they find out, and then they will send back to the country. Okay, if you're in US and then you don't get scholarship and you go just thinking you are planning to just earn, okay, maybe that's not the perspective for all most of the students of reputed schools. Okay, but remaining, they might plan of going and then working full-time work, then that's illegal. They might catch any time and send back to the country. Okay, so US or any of them. Okay, so that's a different case. Not only about US, Australia. Okay, let's talk about the Gulf countries, Malaysia, Qatar, Dubai, as well. Even if you go there for foreign employment, you go there, let's say to do some not only teaching. Okay, maybe teaching also Dubai is asking or anything, but there are other jobs also. Maybe going to Israel for agriculture. That's also foreign employment. Okay, there are different opportunities. That's what people have been going from all these manpower companies. Okay, for human resource recruitment. That's what they get. So all this advantage, if you have to talk about the advantage, I know there is some technical problem maybe for some of them, but in out, it causes distraction to me. Sometimes I feel, is that student not getting motivated, or then that's a problem. So, but sometimes it's a technical thing. In out, I can understand. My laptop also does the same thing. In out, because it's not the net problem, it's my device problem. Okay, that's laptop is already old. I'm not replaced it. It's good for presentation and other things, but for online classes with full-fledgedly doesn't go. It works in Zoom because the RAM is quite down with the time. Okay, so opportunities of foreign employment itself. Now we already know what is foreign employment, so you can see on the screen also. So in case of foreign employment, like we have so many people in the country who are unemployed. I'm not going to go line by line in that. Okay, we have many people already getting unemployed because there are not enough industries. Okay, all those industries also have been sometimes closed, or some of them have not, because of the like increase in population. We have increase in population also. The population has been increasing. Okay, the population of Nepal is more than even Australia, whereas area is quite small than Australia. So you can see with the growing population, like employment, other opportunities are not growing, means it's going to also cause unemployment. Same with electricity problem to anything. It's not that electricity like we had a load setting because of growing population itself. because the population is growing, and with that growing, the needs increase. The people's lifestyle increase. They use more and more electricity. That's how there is increase. There's demand more. Same in case of employment also, the demand increases because population is also increasing, and this can be only like since for this problem, the solution is itself like foreign employment. When we are not able to, when the country is not able to provide enough jobs, not only the country, the whole, okay, within the whole system itself, if there are not enough jobs, then they have to go abroad for foreign employment. So that's one of the advantages of foreign employment, that they can at least get employment and they can earn their livelihood. Okay, if they are totally idle, on the employment, that's one of the cause of itself all the social problems, most of the social problems. Once they're unemployed, maybe it has connection with education, then with other things, uh, then job opportunities. They are all connected. You have to make connection and see. Okay, when you see as well. So that's one of the advantages. And next advantage is remittance. What is remittance? Digas? What just comes to your mind only? Is just to check prior knowledge. Anyone can be picked up randomly. Just what do you understand by remittance? Okay, anyone can tell what is remittance? Just one person. Okay, we're not going to waste so much. I'm just trying to see your prior knowledge. Okay, so remittance, we told it's all about like income that's been sent by the foreign workers when they work abroad. Let's say they worked in Dubai, they earn and they send back. That's a remittance. So that's the money earned through remittance. So that's another advantage to the country, so that it can increase the economy of the country, because at least foreign currency is also coming in. So that's also another advantage. It is both advantage and disadvantage when you have to see. Because if they were itself in the country, then nothing would be earned, because there's no export. They're just sitting inside, depending on the government or depending on others, or just there's no opportunity. Then it's better that they go at least up. It's better that getting, not only better, it's very good that they get employment, because because if they are unemployed, then it's a cause of, then they cannot earn their livelihood. Their quality of life also all goes down. So remittance is also going to at least support, remittance is going to support the country in the economy, because they'll be sending the foreign currency after earning. And in that itself, government will be also charging some tax. Government will also be taking in that. And next is standard of living. That's what we have been telling. If they get employed, then the standard of living, quality of life is going to increase. The basic needs. What are our basic needs, Prasanna? What are our basic needs? Please, all of you, please be paying attention. Don't take too much time, okay, to answer. Get yourself ready with the mic and just mic on, and then speak quickly. Okay, don't take too much time. Prasanna, what are our basic needs? Okay. Okay, we can see. So you have to get it fixed. Okay, if you sit, then there's not going to be interaction, and then this is how it's going to make a difference in case of physical and virtual. We want to make sure we don't miss out too many things of physical classes also in virtual. Okay, so in our basic needs, we have food, clothing, and shelter. Those are the main three basic needs. That's what we have been studying from grade 1. And that's very simple to remember. And you might have remembered afterwards also, maybe I've already added. Not only 3 things are the basic needs now, we have another 3 more. That is going to be health, education, and employment itself. Okay, so those things are also added with the time. The definitions, the terms keep on changing. We have to be always updated. If not at the school level, it's getting updated at the higher level. Okay, so that's how this employment is very important, because that's going to monitor the quality of life. When they monitor the quality of life also, when they monitor the monitor quality of life, these things are going to be coming. When they monitor different factors, these things they'll be measuring in case of health, life expectancy. In case of education, you can see the training, education, right? In case of employment, how much they're earning. All these things are going to be added to check sometimes HDI also, Human Development Index. So that's the other thing. So another thing is skilled and trained manpower. They are going to be skilled and trained because once they are out in the other countries, if they were already skilled, they will be, of course, because of experience and learning, the skills and their skills will be increasing more. Even if they were like on skill, maybe they will be also getting skill when they work outside for many years. If they're working in agriculture, let's say New Zealand, then they'll know how to make the agriculture also maybe sustainable farming, all these things wherever they go and work. Israel, if they work for the agriculture there, maybe they're working in a farm because from developing countries, that's where most of us, averagely I'm talking, I'm not talking about few expectations, some might be working itself in Bank of America to different higher place also. So I'm just talking generally. Okay, it's not that everyone is doing the same. Okay, so they'll be also getting trained, and at the same time they'll be getting different source of knowledge. When they go out, they'll be learning different culture, the cultural differences to the way of working, everything also. They'll be learning the technology, they'll be learning, there will be maybe transfer of technology. That's very important for development as well. They're learning, if they learn all those things and come back, that's what, like when you go for visa also, the visa officers look for that. How are you planning to come back by getting all that knowledge? If not, they might not give. If your plan is itself to settle and not to return back to Nepal itself, if they find out, less chances of visa. But if you have a very good reasons to show that you're going to come back with all those skills and develop the country, then that's what they also want, the developed countries, and that's how they normally give visa. Okay, so that's the opportunities. And finally, like in challenges we already told, manpower will be a shortage. There will be shortage in case of manpower. Most of the manpower will be going out, and whatever we need inside will not be here, and that's a brain drain. All brain drain is not draining of the brain where the brain starts dying and cells start dying. Okay, don't keep that scientific type of thing. It's trying to say, no, because based on your answers itself, a few of the students, that's what I'm saying. It's trying to say the brain drain. Drain is trying to say itself, people from the country are going out of the country. The intellectual people, those who have brain. Okay, that's brain drain. They're itself going to other countries to work. Means that their countries will develop them. So that's how there's going to be shortage in case of manpower and brain drain as well. And another thing is we'll be depending too much on other countries. It's just like finance minister says the people to go to foreign countries and continue with the work. It's before Dr. Yuvraj Khatiwada. Because there's no other alternative. Itself at last hour, none of the government also can do. Because within one year the government changes, then sometimes they don't want to even say their policy. People are depending too much itself on foreign employment. Okay, after 11, 12, you want to go to South Korea, that's what even people say, isn't it or not? Which country you want to go? That's what the people are itself having that mentality, that because there itself, most of us have to depend because there are no good paying jobs in Nepal itself. And US might be planning of giving even more higher paying jobs by right now the president itself. And we have to depend on working for them at a bottom level, at low paying jobs, what their citizens don't work. Not all the cases, okay, most of the cases. Is that clear? Most of the cases, that's what we get. What their citizens don't do, we go and do that job most of the time. So that's the disadvantage of foreign employment. So that's the challenges. And that's ultimately it's going to affect in our economic development. Because we won't be having factories, or we won't be having industries, or we won't be having any of those things in Nepal at all. Every time we have to keep on depending on going abroad from generation to generation. And they are the ones itself always having those industries to everything, production. And then that's how they keep on developing, because the same product, it comes to Nepal, iPhone or whatever comes, we have to pay so much. Anyway, the money again goes back. Look at the cycle. Okay, however, again, it goes back to them. So these are the challenges, these are the disadvantages of foreign employment as well. And another thing is disadvantages, they have to be away from the family, the health condition is might be not so good. There won't be any people to look after them if they're alone. They go alone to Australia to student visa and they get sick. No one is there to watch. They have to return back. They go to Malaysia also, same thing. Okay, and negative impacts on health. You will be separated from family. So these are all the disadvantages also. But you cannot sit in Nepal and not earn because you have to make sure the basic needs are met, and there's no alternative. So it's both advantage, disadvantage. Okay, but we cannot sit idle in the country at all. No one can be kept. They have to be employed, and for that, alternative is to send for foreign employment when there are no opportunities. Okay. So any confusion in this opportunities and challenge? You can see that page number 43. Although on the screen we have something displayed as well. So do you have any question? Okay, if not, I didn't want to end it abruptly. Okay, at least 1 or 2 minutes I would want to ask. Although I asked in the middle also. Okay, Nirvik, can you tell me what are the opportunities of foreign employment? Let's summarize at the end. I will pick up randomly anyone. Always I was looking for time, but because of sometimes time management, some technical problem, I cannot summarize some places at all. Okay, Digas, what are the opportunities of foreign employment based on what we discussed right now? Just few things, at least summarize them.
Sir, you called me.
Yeah.
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
What are the opportunities of foreign employment? Like it's a conclusion based on what we studied right now. Just a small evaluation immediately after teaching. Sometimes that can be also done. So you have to be paying attention.
Unemployed people of the country will reduce. Remittance.
Okay.
The standard of living of the people will increase due to remittance.
Okay.
Uh,
Very good. If you remember now, then you'll remember later on also. That's why. Okay, now quickly, next person. What are the disadvantages, Riva?
Brain drain. Reduction of skilled and educated manpower.
Okay, thank you so much. I just want to tell next time, please be listening, paying attention till the end so that you try to remember most of the thing. Okay, even though you remember that much is enough. I'm very happy with that. Okay, because just to see how much you are in understanding. So that's just a cross check for the teacher to just see how much you are also understanding. So thank you so much. If you have no question, then you'll be getting the question answers relating to this opportunities and challenges itself directly in the assignment, which will be just written in different format. Is that clear? Okay, I'll keep that in Google Classroom. Okay, if not, let's end now. Shall I end it?
Yes.
yes.
Okay, it's already 5 minutes late. We started little late also because of some celebration relating to Krishna Janmashtami.